we're going to take a minute and just review subtracting across zeros. So here's my equation. My equation is 10,000 minus 7,294. Now, a couple things to remember. You always have your number with the greatest value on the top. Okay, so that's our bigger number. We also can use a strategy of thinking about, as we're subtracting, the top number are the cookies on my plate. Cookies on my plate. Okay? So that's how many cookies I've got on my plate. I have a very large plate right now. And the bottom number of my subtraction equation, this is how many cookies I want to eat. So this is the number of cookies I want to eat. Okay? So as we're going through and we're subtracting, we're always looking at this top number here. So, for example, in the ones place, I'm looking at the 0. So I've got 0 cookies on my plate in this place value. But if we look down below, I want to eat 4 cookies. Well, do I have enough cookies on my plate to eat? No, I don't. So that's where we start the regrouping process. Now let me get rid of my cookies analogy here real quick. And we're going to start to work through this equation because we've got a lot of zeros that we have to work through. So what I want to do is I'm going to start in the ones place, but I'm going to come over, because we always take, remember, from the left because that's the greater value. Well, do I have any cookies from this place value to give to the ones place? So can I take any groups of 10 and give it to the ones place? Nope, I can't. So I'm going to have to continue on and look at the hundreds place value. Well, again, I have no hundreds. So there's nothing I can give to the tens or the ones place. I'm going to keep moving on. Thousands place, I still have nothing. But when I look at the next place value, I have a 1. I have a 1 in the 10,000s place, so I have 10,000 that I can actually give to my thousands place. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take that 1 and it's going to become a 0. Now this 0 in the thousands place becomes a 10,000. So really it's kind of what we had before, but we're going to use it a little differently. Now, let me erase my zeros here, clear those out so we have room to work. Okay, so now I have 10,000 in my thousands place. But what I want to do now, because I can't start my subtraction process here. I can't start it here. I still have to keep working my way back toward that ones place. So next I'm going to look at the hundreds place value, and I'm going to say, well, I have 0 there, but do I have something next door that I can take from? Can I take some of that 10,000 and give it to the hundreds place? Yes, I've got 1,000 now that I can give to the hundreds place. So I'm going to take one group of 1,000, so that becomes a 9, which is really 9,000 because of its place value. And I'm going to give that 1 over here to the hundreds place. Now I have to jump back over. I'm not done yet. I can't start solving yet. I'm going to jump over and say, well, what about my tens place? do I have something that I can take from the hundreds place and give to the tens place? And I do. So now, again, we're going to take 1 from the hundreds. So now we just have 900. And we're going to give 1 to the tens place. So now we have 10 tens, or 100. So again, I'm still not down to my ones place yet. Do I have a group of 10 that I can give to the ones place? And I do. So again, this becomes a 9. So there's 90. And then the 0 becomes a 10 because I just gave one group of 10 to the ones place. So now I have 10. Now, if I go back and use my cookie analogy, now I have 10 cookies on my plate, and I want to take 4. I want to eat 4. That's how many I want to eat. So can I eat 4 cookies if I have 10 on my plate? And I sure can. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Now I'm going to come over to the tens place. I have 9 minus 9 is 0. If I move to the hundreds place, 9 minus 2 is 7. Put my comma in. Then I finally have my 9 minus 7 is 2. So my final answer when I subtract 7,294 from 10,000 is 2,706.